Welcome to another YouTube video, guys. Today we are talking about how your subconscious is secretly recording everything you do. And we're going to dive deep into this concept. If you guys are lacking self-belief, or sometimes you feel you're not good enough to reach your goals, we're going to solve that in today's video. Every time you lie to yourself, you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym, you tell yourself you're going to wake up earlier, but then you skip the gym, you hit the snooze button, you binge eat, your subconscious records it like it's a camera. That's why you don't believe in yourself, guys, is because a lot of people, they say they're going to do something, but then they never follow through and do it. We're going to have to learn that building back our self-belief is very important and crucial for us to stay consistent, build our self-belief, and work on our follow-through. A lot of people, especially with ADHD, we commit to getting 100% better. You guys like hit a low frequency moment in your life. You're like, okay, I need to start meal prepping. I need to start going to the gym. I need to start doing this. It's like, that's not sustainable right now. And your subconscious knows you're not going to be able to follow through on that more than a week because you've never done it in the past. So that's why we have to start very small to build back our self-belief. So I'm going to get into the conscious versus your subconscious. See, your conscious mind can accept and reject. It can say yes and no. Somebody could tell you something and you could be like, I don't agree with that. I agree with that. Your subconscious doesn't have that ability. It just absorbs and records. You could think of your subconscious mind as like an audience with a cell phone. They're just getting, they're just recording you throughout your day. Think of your life like it's an actual movie and you're writing the script day by, moment to moment. You're writing the script. And a lot of people watching your movie are like, this guy's lying to himself. He says he's going to do, or this girl's lying to himself. They say they're going to do this. They said they're going to do that, but then they never really do it or they don't go all in. So we need the story and the plot of your movie to make sense. You say you want to wake up earlier, but you don't. Your subconscious, you have to understand, guys, your subconscious doesn't argue. It just logs. It just knows that you're not following through. It just knows that you are following through. I want to really explain this in a way because I think a lot of you guys maybe know this, but are maybe unaware of how deep embedded this is into our subconscious. Like, you guys I'm going to be saying this a lot. You just have to understand that your subconscious is secretly paying attention to everything you do, the way you talk to yourself, the way you treat yourself, your habits, the content you consume, the things that you do. Your subconscious is just collecting data and data. So that's why, we try to tell ourselves things like, I'm proud of myself. You can say whatever you want with your conscious mind, but if your subconscious doesn't believe it, it doesn't feel raw. And so we're going to get into how do we get our subconscious to actually believe that we are proud of ourselves, believe that we love ourselves. It's through evidence, okay? We have to daily make this evidence clear as day for our subconscious that we keep our word. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. Guys, it's just like if your friend were to hit you up and be like, hey, you want to hang out this weekend? You tell them, yeah, and then you ghost them. And then the next weekend, you want to hang out this weekend? Yeah, and then you go. They're going to be like, why would I even ask you to hang out? You just keep ghosting me. And you're like, then it's like the boy who cried wolf. He's like, no, I want to hang out this time. And they're like, I don't believe you. It's like you're doing the same thing with your own brain by telling yourself you're going to do something and not following through. Okay, you're breaking promises. You lose that trust. That's why we got to start very small, guys. Start very small. Okay? You could start so small. Like, I'm going to wake up 5 minutes earlier. I'm going to wake up today at 7. Like, say you would normally wake up at 7:30 in the morning. And then you tell yourself, like, a lot of people will, like, hit a low frequency moment. And they're like, I'm going to wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to get all this done. But, like, that's not sustainable right now. So how about, like, I want you guys to understand it's more important to build back follow through. It's more important to get better at following through and build back self-belief than it is to actually make drastic changes, because the drastic changes don't last. If we can make small changes and learn how to follow through better, that lasts. And that's when we're starting to get 1% better. That's as an ADHD fitness coach, that's what I do for a lot of my clients, is help them to commit to getting 1% better. A lot of people, especially with ADHD, we have the wiring in our brain to think that we need to get 100% better. No, Like getting 100% better, guys, is not sustainable. Shout out to Ghost. When you're at the level that maybe that I'm at, where I've been on my self-development, I've been on my fitness, I've been on social media, I've been doing this every day for years. When you're at this point, you can, make bigger changes. And like you can actually, like, I believe in myself. Like if someone told me today, like, hey, we need you to be an astronaut. Like we have to go through this training. You're going to have to do all this shit. Like you're going to be an astronaut. I'd be like, I'd be a little like maybe a little scared, a little nervous, but like I know I could do it because I would just do the work. Like I'm confident that I'll just follow through and do the work because I've been following through and doing the work and keeping my word for so long that I just believe in myself. That's the unlock. Because like a lot of you guys are like thinking about chasing goals. We need to chase and create the man that can get any goal. The people that are chasing goals constantly, they're starting and stopping. They lose that self-belief. They lose that follow-through. Okay? So this is what I help a lot of people do. It's like a lot of you guys might be in a self-sabotage loop where you're doing things that are self-sabotaging, but then you're constantly telling yourself that you're going to do things that are self-developing, but you never really follow through because you try to do too much up front. Okay? But you have to understand that your subconscious is collecting proof that you're unreliable. And that's going to equal low confidence, no results, and spiraling downwards. Okay? So this is a picture of one of my clients here. Lost over 70 pounds, built a bunch of muscle. And believe it or not, like you guys might see this and be like, holy shit, like that took some massive drastic changes. But we just started very small. We started very small, okay? With maybe 30-minute at-home workouts like 3 days a week. Starting to walk a little bit more, starting to drink more water, and we started adding all these small variables. A lot of people join a fitness program and they're like, okay, I'm going to start doing this workout every day. I'm going to start eating this every day. I'm going to start doing all this and sleeping better and all this stuff. Like, you have to understand that you guys are trying to get too good too quick. Like, it's not about getting the result quick. It's about building that self-awareness, building that self-belief, getting better at following through. I want to articulate this point so you guys can understand and resonate it with it so deep. These results are pretty intense. This is an intense transformation. It took them over 6 months to do this, like 7-8 months to do this. And the thing is, like a lot of you guys see this and you might get some dopamine and get excitement for yourself or what's possible for you. But I want you guys to understand this concept right now that I'm trying to articulate in my brain for you in a way that really resonates. Maybe I need some more of this. Is that it's not the goal that he reached. It's not the result. It's not the transformation that he reached that transformed him. It's learning how to believe in himself. It's learning how to, when he says he's going to do something, to follow through. All we did was start small with positive habits, and then he started to follow through on those positive habits. Then he started to believe in himself more and more that he could add more intense actions, more positive work. And we just become a machine over. A lot of you guys try to become a machine right up front, and like you do it good for like a week. Like if you really want to build the person that can get any result, if you really want to build the person that's super proud, comfortable, confident, has inner peace, all of the most coveted things on the planet, it doesn't come from grind. It comes from getting 1% better each day. I just say this over and again. Like, you need to start so small, not because you're after a result, not because you're trying to get to a goal, but because you're trying to build up your follow through. It's because you're trying to build your self-belief. If you can get better at following through, if you can get better at believing in yourself, you're going to get better at following a more difficult plan. Right now, you just need to get good at following a very easy plan. Very easy. So your subconscious can start to believe that you can do this. A lot of you guys are putting in the work while not believing in yourself. You're going to hit a low frequency moment and give up on anything. This guy, when he hits a low frequency moment, we don't give up because we believe in ourselves. We just get right back on track when we're able to do so. I hope this is making sense. I really want you to understand that the main point of this video I want you guys to get is that the point of going through a transformation like this is to keep the results for life, okay? And The goal isn't the result. The goal is the confidence that was built, the self-belief that was built, and the follow-through. We're after those attributes. We're after those traits. We want to get better at following through. We want to get better at believing in ourselves. How do we do that? Is we start small and we keep our word, guys. This is my little transformation. And this took me a long time, guys. And you don't have my shirt off right here, but here I was about 125 pounds, and here I'm about 180 pounds. So this took me a long time, and it started by removing my negative habits, replacing them with positive habits. And I was getting burnt out when I first started because I was going to the gym every day. I started doing crazy diets to try to get results quicker, and I realized that that wasn't sustainable. So I just tried to find a way where I could do what I actually enjoyed to get fit. Because there's ways you can get fit that are enjoyable, that you can be like, you know, an individual. Because what worked for me might not necessarily work for you. You guys need to look at what is out there because to get fit. There's lots of ways to skin a cat. There's lots of ways to get fit. You know, I promote a balanced way to do it. Tracking your calories and protein, meal prepping, high volume foods, doing cardio regularly, working out, being active, I promote like a healthy lifestyle, building positive habits. And I didn't figure this out until going through all the fad diets, going through all the extreme workouts, going through the starvation shit. I didn't figure that out until I went through the trenches and it sucked for a while. But once I figured out a balanced approach and understand like we can create a lifestyle around positive habits that make us fit. And if we can just follow through on these positive habits and just get 1% better at following through, we're going to believe in ourselves and we're going to get fit as we believe in ourselves because these positive habits help us get fit. Is that making sense? Positive habits of drinking more water regularly, positive habit of moving your body more regularly, a positive habits of having more intention with your nutrition, a positive habit of being more intentional and present with your workouts, okay? These are just positive habits that we're building and stacking. And once they become habits, we believe that we're going to show up and do them every day. Just like you're going to, before you walk out the door, you're going to put on your pants, you believe, like your subconscious knows you're going to do that because you've been doing it so long, it's a habit. Hopefully I'm making sense, guys. I want you to build positive habits. You start small, follow through, and your subconscious is paying attention and starts to take you serious, okay? So, guys, doubt or believe. You know what I mean? Doubt or believe. Self-doubt has ridiculed me for a long time, guys. And it doesn't anymore because I have so much evidence of who I am. Because every day I put in the work. Every day I was there. Every day I woke up when I told myself I was going to wake up and I did cardio and I did my morning routine and I hit the gym and every day I did the things that I know was going to get me to who I wanted to be. Every day I did the thing that I told myself I was going to do. And this is more and more evidence for my subconscious to overpower my belief and silence my doubt. A lot of you guys, including myself, have this inner critic that doesn't believe in ourselves and that thinks we're not good enough, but we're giving it ammo when we say we're going to do something and we don't follow through. So I'm going to be sounding like a broken record on this, guys. When you say you're going to do something, you have to do it or you die. Or you die. It's that important. You wouldn't lie to your girlfriend, you wouldn't lie to your best friend, you wouldn't lie to your mom, but you would lie to you. And that's why I want to lessen the intensity of that sentiment for a second and be like, yeah, if you tell yourself you're going to do something, you got to do it. But if you're just starting out, you need to tell yourself you're going to do something very small. I'm going to have one bite of a banana. And then this is just a mind game we're doing. Like, you just start to get better at listening to yourself. Right now, you're just a shitty listener because you say things, you hear it, but then you don't do it. It's like a defiant little kid. So I want you guys to try this practice. Say you're going to have a bite of an apple and just take one bite of an apple and then be like, oh, I did that. And just slowly start to tell yourself you're going to do things and then do them. Because trust me, your subconscious is secretly recording everything you do and it starts to build more belief and less doubt. Again, guys, your brain builds self-belief through daily evidence. These small things are what matter. A lot of you guys think the big things that matter. Like I showed you that transformation of my client and of myself. Like, yeah, the transformation is like it's like grabbing a social media likes that. It's like intense and it's in your face. But the things that really matter, guys, are the small daily wins, the micro wins. And if once we say we're going to do something, then we follow through on that thing, and then we validate ourselves, and we give ourselves a combination of words that make us feel proud. We get a burst of dopamine, and then we start to just do the process and fall in love with doing these things because we know we get dopamine, we like feeling proud, and we know it's making us it's aligned with the outcome that we want. Guys, you don't need motivation. You need proof. You need proof. And how do you get proof? You say you're going to do something and you do it, okay? And you have to really like be present and intentional in that moment so your subconscious is taking note. Your subconscious is going to take note regardless, but if you're ultra self-aware in the moments while you're doing these things, it's just going to stack up quicker. I really want you guys to understand it's not the big things. That transformation that I went through and my client went through, like once we got to the transformation, we're like, yeah, that's dope. But like the person that we built on that journey is the real value because now we're the person that can get any result. A lot of people just chase results and chase transformations and then like that's all they have and they're like, I can't do anything else. But when you start to build the person that has more pride in the steps to get the result than the result itself, you start to create someone that can get any result. That's the goal, guys, is to believe in yourself so much that you can do anything. Like that astronaut thing I was mentioning earlier, I feel like I could be an astronaut because I've been on my self-development and fitness journey so long, showing up every day, and I was there, and I believe in myself. That's what you guys need, is this deep self-belief that you can do it. You can approach that girl that you like. You can go up to that bully and call him a piece of shit. You can do anything that your heart desires because your subconscious has been secretly recording, noticing that you're following through on your word. It notices, guys. It notices. What I want you guys to do is pick one small habit right now. One thing. Waking up a little bit earlier. Drinking more water. Eating more protein. And set reminders. Complete it tomorrow. And then comment done. I want you guys to do something right now, actually. Let's do a little test right now if you're watching this. Do one thing. I'm going to take one sip of water. I took the sip. I'm going to have one sip of Ghost Energy. I took the sip. I'm going to start to say what I'm going to do. I'm never going to tell myself to do something that I don't do. Okay? I want you guys to do something right now. Say you're going to do something, then do it, and then comment done. Okay? Common mistakes, guys. Common mistakes. Overcommitting. 10 goals at once? No. Let's just start with one thing at a time. Again, guys, the goal is to build follow-through. The goal is to build follow-through. The goal isn't to get to the goal right now. The goal is to get better at following through and start to believe in yourself more and more. You're going to get out of that self-talk loop like I suck, interrupting your brain like I'm not good enough, I can't reach these goals. It's because you say things and you don't follow through. Okay? You got this, guys. You got this. Your subconscious is still filming. So give it what you want. Like, this is your movie, guys. You're writing the script moment to moment to moment. You are writing the script, and your subconscious is viewing and recording. So you're the director, you're the producer. You can decide what your subconscious thinks about you through your actions and through your self-talk. Okay? If your environment is shitty, fix your triggers, whatever your triggers are, you know? The clothes out, junk food gone. Like, I for me personally, it's out of sight, out of mind. Like, if I have a bunch of bad influences around, it's going to make it easier for me to self-sabotage. Like, you need to, like, make your environment in a way that you can show up and do these things. So my first recommendation is to clean your place, organize your place. It just makes your brain and thoughts feel cleaner and more organized. Yeah. Hope you guys got value from this video. You know, I was just running through. making a quick YouTube video for you guys. This was very powerful for me. I just want you guys to fully understand that you need to just start small. The goal is to get better at following through, get better at believing in yourself, because once you get better at following through and believing in yourself, you're going to believe. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. I'm reading some. Once you get better at following through and believing in yourself, you're going to be able to reach the bigger goals. Don't feel as daunting. Like once we start attacking the smaller goals, like drinking more water, moving our body more, and we start doing that for a few weeks, a few months, a few years, and then you're just like, after you have so much proof of following through on the little things, those big things, like, oh shit, you got this big thing coming up, you're like, I fucking got that shit. You don't even think twice. We got that shit. Guys, I hope you got value from this video. I want to remind you that your subconscious is secretly recording everything you freaking do. So, water your brain correctly. Do it right. Treat yourself good. You know, tell yourself you're going to treat yourself good, and then actually treat yourself good. Habits and routines. This is what I help people with, guys. A lot of people think that they need to follow a plan, follow a program, fad diets. All that's bullshit, guys. I help people build a routine, a daily routine that they can follow through on, and habits that they can follow through on. Okay, this is how I changed my life, and this is how I've helped hundreds of people with ADHD get in the best shape of our lives and create a sustainable, healthy lifestyle so we can get fit and stay fit. We need to learn how to build positive habits. We need to learn how to follow through on a routine that works for us. Once we can build positive habits and follow a routine, like, you start to get the results you want. If we chase results, we're going to get burnt out. If we chase building habits and chase following through on routines, we're going to be able to build the person that believes in themselves and get the results. Guys, stop following plans, stop following programs, and start building habits, and start following a routine that works for you and your brain. Okay, guys, end it here. Like, if you want your subconscious to believe in yourself, you need to give it evidence for a reason to believe. Like, a lot of you guys are giving it evidence to not believe. Week after week, you say you're going to do this, you say you're going to do that, and then you might do a little bit of it, and then you don't fully commit, or then you fall off a few days later. Like, you guys need to give it real, raw evidence, and you have to understand, like, your subconscious doesn't understand the law of relativity, where there's no small or big. So even the smallest thing that you follow through on, even if it's, I'm going to have one extra sip of water with every meal, I'm going to have one extra piece of fruit with every meal, even if it's super small, if you start following through on that thing, your subconscious is gaining evidence that you do what you say. Your subconscious is going to think that you actually don't lie to yourself as much. And as you start to tell the truth to yourself and lie to yourself less, your subconscious starts to believe in yourself. Because a lot of times we try to, like, convince our conscious mind to something that our subconscious knows is not true. And that's where a lot of insecurities come from. Being self-conscious in your skin, not being comfortable with who you are. This can change everything. Being less insecure, being more confident, being not as self-conscious, being more comfortable in your skin comes through your subconscious believing and having enough evidence and proof of who you really want to be. Because your conscious mind knows you want to be a badass, you want to love yourself, you want to be proud of yourself, you want inner peace. But your subconscious has been recording you and understands that even though that's what you say with your conscious mind, you're saying something completely different with your daily actions. So, guys, we need to start small with these positive daily actions. We need to follow through what we're going to say. We need to give our subconscious the evidence that we want to be who we want to be. I hope this makes sense, guys. I hope you got value from this video. And if you did get value from this video, what I'd like you to do, what I need you to do is make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Make sure to like, leave a comment, share this video. And if you want help with a game plan to get in the best shape of your life, to start building positive habits, I want you to shoot me a message on Instagram, coach_Albert, and let's get you started, guys. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Peace.